I gave myself a challenge to finish a game in 24 hours. But not just any game. I wanted to take a game from an old platform of Flash games back in the day that I used to play as a child and turn it into a 3D game. I imported my main character that will be used as a base to make sure that my proportions are correct, and I created two basic assets that will probably be used in the game. Maybe. Yeah, that's right, I forgot to tell you which game exactly I'm trying to remodel into a 3D game. And that's gonna be Box Head. It's a basic game where you just shoot zombies and they come straight at you. There are some barrels that you can explode and some guns that you can pick up, and that's pretty much it. Later you see me adding all these materials and basic attributes that I plan to use for later, but as you'll find out, that didn't happen, and this was a waste of time, because I used different stuff instead. Now if you ask me, was there something useful I did? Yeah, there was. I copy and pasted my old input system from my old game into this one, and then I had to import the Cinemachine package from Unity Systems, by the way, and that let me use the Cinemachine virtual camera, which I applied as a top-down game, added parameters for blending and animations, and here we go, now we can walk! Okay, but all this shit is kinda boring, so let's just skip through this part. What I did was add some more code to fix everything, put a band-aid on, add an animation for shooting, found an asset for a gun, slapped everything together, and at some point, this is the result I got. Now, of course, the game wouldn't be good if you didn't add cool effects to it. Basically what I did is add a blood splatter particle, and below that I raycast below the particle and check the ground, and if there's nothing on the ground I add a decal. But if there's already a decal on the ground, I expand it. So technically, you could fill up the whole room. I mean, yeah. Okay, I think it's time to add AI. Based on how much time I already spent, which was already like 15 hours, that's a lot. I did have to add new code, make everything work, and as scalable as possible for future improvements, which will be coming back to this game again. But okay, let's focus on AI. How does this work in my game? Well, what I do is use entities, and I run entities job in my background, which is super fast. And what I do is I run this job just to get the best possible direction for current AI, any AI, all AIs at once. And how it works is I grab my AI, I grab my target, and I raycast one specific direction exactly towards the target, and more multiple target directions around my AI. And then I raycast, I check if there's no collisions, I move straight to the target. If there's collisions, I take the next best direction. And repeat each frame. I was testing both AI and the player character with the same animations, and everything should work fine, but for some reason the AI was always stopping and moving, stopping, moving, and that was weird, very weird. And actually, weird thing about Unity, for some reason, if you disable root motion on animator component, it doesn't disable root motion on animation itself. So I have to go through every single animation and disable root motion, while also disabling root motion in animator. Like, why am I supposed to disable root motion in animator? Anyways, sometimes I app too much. So what I did next is add some AKs, added UI components, made the player able to reload, added ammo, and some clicky sounds, and now the final product looks like this. So yeah, a lot of sounds are still missing, like reloading, walking, zombies growling, walking as well. Zombies here missing attack animations, but just reality of making video games. There are sometimes some bugs, some stuff that you have to refactor to create, expand upon, and time isn't just something you can grab on anytime you want. In 24 hours, this is what I could have done, this is what I did, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'll definitely pick this up later and expand upon this project, but that's something we'll have to see in the future.